This is Lewis Hart for Boxing Social in association with Empire Fight Store, and William Hill delighted today to be joined with a victorious Harry Scarff. That must feel really, really good to get that win today. A late one, but a victorious one.
Yeah, late one, last minute change to 8 rounds. Up at Super Welter, but yeah, a good 50-50 fight on paper. Well, a good live fight, shall I say? And come out on top. A bit rusty at times, but yeah, come out.
You talk about the round changes, moving it to Super Welterweight. What was it sort of like dealing with having to deal with all these changes, like all the sort of frustration, even a changed date? The fight must sort of been frustrating in the build-up.
Yeah, no, it has. It has been frustrating. It has been a frustrating camp as well. To be fair, we've had a couple of other problems and bits and bobs, but glad to get back out finally. Like I said, just over a year out, and then now we've got the mandatory for the British, so that's all secured, and we'll see what happens with that purse bids next month.
Absolutely, when you sort of go through sort of frustrations like being a year out, having all these sort of changes, change your date where the camp hasn't gone the greatest and Howie hasn't liked it, but then you still get through it. Must be a good feeling, would you say?
Yeah, good feeling. Yeah, definitely a good feeling. I felt like I picked the classier work. Started off a bit rushed, but I knew it was only 8, so I wanted to set a decent tempo from the start. But yeah, I'm happy that it's done.
Do you feel like you learn a lot more things? Sorry, mate. Do you feel like you learn a lot more things mentally, where it's like you have to overcome all these challenges, all these obstacles? Even just to get to the ring, you have to do that, and then in the ring, you have your own obstacles. Do you feel like you learn so much more mentally when you go through all sort of changes like this?
I think it's always me. That it always happens to me. Like Mario Balotelli. Why always me? Yeah, it is. It always seems to happen to me, but it's not the first time as well. I've had periods of inactivity due to people not wanting to fight me in the past. I've been avoided since the Troy Williamson fight, and then then again after the Louis Green fight. It took a year, but yeah, it's all character building, isn't it? As they say.
Absolutely. Well, this win now puts you mandatory for the British, which means people sort of can't duck you anymore. People can't avoid you. Is there anything you want to sort of say to Ekow Essuman?
I think let's get it on. Let's do the fight. It's a big fight for the area. We know each other well. We've done lots of round sparring. It's a good fight. Let's get it on, because that title will be coming back to Derby.
Harry, thank you for your time, mate. Well done on the win today. I appreciate it, mate. Thank you. Cheers.